First of all, it is better for us to introduce ourselves. You'll introduce yourself first, and then I'll do.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Dageng. I'm the country rep of World Food Program, but also the acting rep for UN's World Food and Agriculture Organization. I've been here for 2.5 years, but previously I've been working in 5 duty stations of the United Nations, starting with China, Myanmar, North Korea, Sudan, Indonesia, and finally I'm here in Timor-Leste.
It is possible to explain in detail with regard to the school feeding program that actually been implemented in Timor-Leste and with regard to other activities as well.
Yeah, school feeding program is WFP's flagship project. In every country I have been working, with WFP, we also run the school feeding program. WFP, we are proudly to introduce school feeding program in Timor-Leste back in 2005. We've been working very close with the Ministry of Education, and 2011, WFP, we hand over a single school feeding program under those 6 municipalities so that we can have a harmonized, consistent approach for national school feeding program. Since 2011, so we have now provided technical assistance for the school feeding program, and in terms of the reviewing and also the update the national school feeding manual and also the implementation modalities as well. And because most recently, of course, with the COVID outbreak, school was forced to close. This is a big concern for WFP because we do find that school meal provide essential health and also the nutrition to enable the kid to learn and also grow. So for us, we are really want to also appeal to the government to try to reopen the school as early as possible, because those schools, actually, if they stay away from the school, the longer, the unlikely they will return to school.
Okay, so it's 2005 WFP started this program, the school feeding program. 2011 was handed over to the government. It is possible to explain with regard to the advantages and disadvantages of the program to the students.
Well, school feeding program, for me, actually, they have a multi-impact. Education, increase enrollment rate, reduce dropout rate. Nutrition, we provide also the nutrition diet. Most likely, they should be supplied with a local fresh product, actually providing the vital supply of vitamins and minerals. Also, they produce help for the local production. Also, we produce also a local production. So those community, also the school garden, they can provide those also fresh product to the kids as well. For me, school feeding program, they have all this multiple impact, which also produce a very good result, education result, nutrition result, agricultural result as well. So I foresee this is something definitely we should carry on school feeding despite all the challenges. We also try to advocate from government, which they have been agreed in principle to increase the transfer value from 25 cents to 50 cents. That means it also means a significant part of the income transfer to the family. If it's the 50 cents, represent probably 10% or in a lot of poor families of the income as well. I want to also appeal to the government because of the dual decimal budget constraint. Probably in the second half of this year, there is no more school feeding budget for the school kids. I think this is something definitely we want to review, and we want to advocate that we should provide a proper meal for the kids, so it's to enable them to return to school and to have a proper learning and growth as well. WFP will provide the corn and soy blended fortified food. I think we provide essential vitamin and mineral. We call it Timor-Vita, which was locally produced in Timor-Leste. We're providing this nutritional support for pregnant women and also the children as well. So recently, we're also working closely with the National Statistics Office, trying to monitor the food price in 11 municipalities. We're trying to cover 2 more additional ones, so we can cover the whole country for the food price and fuel price as well.
WFP is working in terms of the school feeding programs and malnutrition, and the WFP actually work with a number of institutions in the government.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are the UN, that would mean we also work very close with the government ministries. We also working with the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, working Ministry of Social Solidarity. We also working with the Secretary of State of Civil Protection. We also, most important, we also working with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fishery, which is actually the Secretary of the CONSENTEL, the National Council for Food Security, Sovereignty and Nutrition as well.
Yeah.
Basically, any food-based program, WFP, we are more than happy to accommodate. Give example, we also working with, actually we forgot MTCI, also the Ministry of Trade and Commerce. Actually, we are working with the National Logistics Center during the COVID this outbreak. We also working very close to them to help and advise the government to purchase from Vietnam these 30,000 tons of rice as well. So this is as a buffer stock to managing and cope in case the COVID actually becoming a big threat in the country.